I seen this girl make a post earlier where she was like, I'm not afraid to admit hood people scare me. Now, although that may trigger some people, y'all have to understand some of us are just genuinely traumatized. Now, I didn't grow up in the hood, but I worked in the hood. And when I tell y'all, that was one of the most miserable experiences of my entire life. You could not look at them wrong. They wanted to fight. You could not be quiet. If you were quiet, it's you think you're all that, you think you're better than us. It's so bad. I was washing my hair today.
Okay, so I wanted to pause it here because I know everybody have seen this video and it's been out of control. The whole this trend that was going on TikTok talking about I'm afraid of hood people. If you're so afraid of people in the quote unquote hood, why are you even there? Because don't tell me that hood people are just swooping in into the suburbs or into affluent areas. I mean, they can't afford it, right? So why are they going there when most likely you can afford places in the hood, so you are there. So why are you there if you're so freaking afraid of hood people? Now, I don't know what happened. Maybe there were black people who got a little bit of money and they wanted to start acting like their colorless counterparts. I don't know what's going on. I've noticed this classism among black people. I don't even know how the fuck you can practice classism as a black person against other black people. It is the weirdest ish that I have ever seen ever. Now, this troll, which I'm going to go out on a limb and say, because I thought she was biracial, so I thought she was one of these mixed biracial people who, I'm not going to listen to you. You're confused. You're always confused. You will be forever confused, and I'm not going to listen to what you have to say. But this is a light-skinned black. So as far as what I've been told and what I can find out, it looks like when you look at the pictures that she's using a filter or she's lighting her face or something like that. She's using lighting, a filter or something that makes her look lighter because she is light, but she's not that light. But she is talking about hood girls, which she's always around hood people and girls, always, constantly, to be getting this energy. I would have thought that if that's not something that she likes, she would stay far away from it. But it seems like she ends up in these situations. Now she's saying that if she's being quiet, that they have a problem with her being quiet, thinking that she's stuck up. That's not something that I ever experienced with black women ever. Most of the time we're quiet, we're doing our work, we might chat and then go back to doing our work, but we're there, just to make the time go by, and then we go home because it's not that serious. It's a job, it's a paycheck, pay bills and all of that. The ones that do this and make this a big deal most of the time, because I have heard of a few situations of this cliquish behavior, and that's not because they're black, it's because they have a certain personality as a woman. Most of the time it's colorless women that I get this from. They feel like that you don't want to share, that you're not being friendly, that you're being standoffish, and it could even show up and you not getting paid what you should be. That's the detrimental part. A lot of people like to kiss the asses of the managers, supervisors, and VPs and things like that, and it's so they can get more coins and get favoritism. But people having a problem with you being, kind of maybe introverted, maybe shy, and maybe quiet, most of the time it's colorless women. And the women who are black who do it is because they have a certain personality. It's no different than the colorless women that do it. That personality, that attitude. So what does where you live have to do with anything? It's dumb.
And I got flashbacks of when they used to tease me and try and call me broke because I was not wearing a lace wig. Like, they just say the most uneducated, ignorant stuff I've ever heard in my life.
That is one of the most dumbest, yes, I said most dumbest statements I've ever heard somebody say, that if you can't afford a lace front wig, you're broke. The At least what she could have done was made up some good lies, because to me this shit is a lie. This is a whole lie, but I'm going to entertain this for shits and giggles.
I'm broke because I want to wear my natural hair that God blessed me with. And because I'm not gluing something to a nasty, stinking stocking cap every 5 seconds.
So basically, this is where the texturism and colorism and anti-blackness of brown and deeper skinned black women come in. First of all, black women are not the only ones who wear wigs and lace fronts. If you think that I'm going to sit here and believe that this thing was told that she was broke because she doesn't have a 58-inch lace front. It's a fucking lie. That is insane. And talking about wearing natural hair is everywhere because she's lying.
That mean I'm broke? Like, the energy is just so miserable and negative. And even when they're trying to be nice, it's still in a weird way. It's like they're either trying to use you or benefit from you, or
So basically, there's no winning. So if somebody gives her an attitude, they're ghetto and hood and X, Y, and Z. But if someone is coming up with manners and being nice, you should be suspicious of them because they could be using you or trying to use you for something. So there's no winning. So you already know her busted ass mentality. And if the girls didn't let her in the circle, it's because she's fake as fuck and they smelt that shit on her a mile away. They smelt the "I think I'm better than" a mile away. And this woman, she looks like and represents the light skinned women that I have heard say some effed up stuff, some colorist, disgusting things about brown and dark skinned women. That's why when I hear other light skinned women talking about we're all the same, regardless of how deep your skin, I don't give a fuck what they have to say. You can try and discredit a dark skinned woman if you want to. Me, I am brown. People try to put me in the light category, but I am brown skin. And it's so comfortable that these bitches, that's right, I call them bitches, said some disgusting shit in front of me. Once, never did it again. But yeah, they always trying to pretend like they're the victim and people are after them because they've been told because of their light skinned eyes or whatever the fuck they have, features that are not black features. And it's closer to colorlessness, that they're pretty and people are hating on them because they're pretty. No, it's because your personality is disgusting, your behavior is disgusting, and your energy is disgusting. And you don't have to say certain things for people to pick up on that.
get up under you to learn your business. I don't get that feeling from my friends now. Like, if they want to hang out, I know they genuinely care about me and they want to hang out. Not because they're trying to gather tea on me to tell somebody else. Around hood people, you don't feel safe. You feel like you have to watch your purse, watch your belongings, you have to watch your back. And I remember when I used to go.
Okay, so I guess Bernie Madoff shouldn't have gotten locked up in prison because it's only hood people that, are going to steal from you. I mean, all of these people who stole from their own companies, they live in mansions and stuff. Do you know what? It's a lie. Only those hood people steal and do criminal acts. Nobody with money. I mean, it can be true about these celebrities going to the island and these bankers going to the island, messing with underage girls. They don't involve themselves in criminal, deplorable stuff like that. It's not true.
Go just walk inside of the gas station and a car full of hood girls would just laugh and talk trash. And it's like, you don't even know me. You're just random people on the street.
A car full of girls who didn't know her from paint looked at her, started laughing at her, and talking about her. No, it was a car full of black women who were laughing and joking and saying something, and she is so insecure that she thought they were talking about her. Maybe they were laughing and talking about something and they may have looked over and saw, because sometimes you can see people out of the peripheral or you're just looking in a certain direction, and she thought they were talking about her. It's giving desperate. It's giving I want to be a part of the clique. It's giving I want to be amongst these girls and have fun, but I'm too much of a bee and too insecure that I'm gonna sit up here and talk ish about, because that's what you do. You talk ish about the thing that you love the most. And like I said, her story is not giving the truth, and she's giving insecure while she's standing here stiff trying to pretend like she's something that she's not.
You're just so ignorant. It's just always negativity. They're always down to fight. They're always loud. They're always like, ew. Like, I'm so glad that Tampa is so segregated and I don't have to go on that side of town.
What does that tell you? I'm so happy I don't have to go on that side of town. And she's happy that it's segregated. So basically, she doesn't want to be around black people, period, especially women. And her focus, it's women. It's black women. It's not black people as a whole or black men and women. It's black women. She's in competition with brown and dark skinned black women. Wonder why.
And I know that sounds terrible, but like a lot of things I'm just so traumatized by. I do not get along with hood chicks at all. I could probably count 0. I can't think of one person that is hood and I've actually like got.
Now we have to replace the hood with black. Unambiguous, not light skin, not biracial, black women. That's what she's saying. You know how the conservative racists, they sit up there and they say woke, which means black people. That's what she means by hood. Black people, black women.
Along with them, and they were nice and they were sweet and they weren't trying to use me and they never talked about me like a dog. Like, I can't think of not one person. I can't. When people show you who they are, believe them.
Exactly. When people show you who they are, believe them. In this case with her, you can't believe shit that's coming out of her mouth. She even has a smirk on her face because it probably went across her brain that I'm doing all this in front of this video for TikTok and I'm bullshitting about who I am and trying to pretend like I'm not hood, even though you can hear that hoodness behind her damn throat while she's trying to talk about other people. She is what she's talking about. And what it is, she doesn't like the confidence and comfortability of women who she deems is not worthy.
So I seen this girl make a post earlier where she was like, I'm not afraid to admit hood people scare me. Now, although that may trigger some people, y'all have to understand some of us are just genuinely traumatized. Now, I didn't grow up in the hood, but I worked in the hood. And when I tell y'all, that was one of the most miserable experiences of my entire life. You could not look at them wrong. They wanted to fight. You could not be quiet. If you were quiet, it's you think you're all that. You think you're better than us. It's so bad. I was washing my hair today and I got flashbacks of when they used to tease me and try and call me broke because I was not wearing a lace wig. Like, they just say the most uneducated, ignorant stuff I've ever heard in my life. I'm broke because I want to wear my natural hair that God blessed me with. And because I'm not gluing something to a nasty, stinking stocking cap every 5 seconds, that means I'm broke. Like, the energy is just so miserable and negative. And even when they're trying to be nice, it's still in a weird way. It's like they're either trying to use you or benefit from you or get up under you to learn your business. I don't get that feeling from my friends now. Like, if they want to hang out, I know they genuinely care about me and they want to hang out. Not because they're trying to gather tea on me to tell somebody else. Around hood people, you don't feel safe. You feel like you have to watch your purse, watch your belongings. You have to watch your back. And I remember when I used to go just walk inside of the gas station and a car full of hood girls would just laugh and talk trash. And it's like, you don't even know me. You're just random people on the street. You're just so ignorant. It's just always negativity. They're always down to fight. They're always loud. They're always like, ew. Like, I'm so glad that Tampa is so segregated and I don't have to go on that side of town. And I know that sounds terrible, but like a lot of things I'm just so traumatized by. I do not get along with hood chicks at all. I could probably count 0. I can't think of one person that is hood and I've actually like gotten along with them and they were nice and they were sweet and they weren't trying to use me and they never talked about me like a dog. Like, I can't think of not one person. I can't. When people show you who they are, believe them.
So I'm just going through this woman's TikTok just to see the BS because I want to know look at videos and see what she's been talking about and then look into the BS that has unfolded. Now, going to jail don't make you ghetto, but saying going to jail don't make you ghetto is ghetto because it would have been going to jail does not make you ghetto. I know doctors and lawyers who have been to jail. Ghetto is a personality trait a lot of you baby mama culture roaches. And you see this, remember the asshole who talked about the CEO of the lip bar lipsticks saying colorful cockroaches, and Cardi B's bat face, cut up face ass calling black women roaches, and you see the common theme here. Have and cannot turn off. If anyone wants to come around me over a TikTok, I'll get another mugshot and be back out the same day. So I'm guessing all of that's been confirmed. A lot of you are insecure of your skin complexion and will literally target women of a lighter complexion, then try and call them anti-black or a colorist when they respond. But there's nothing up here, no receipts of saying that who targeted light-skinned women, and like I said, they're always trying to play victim, like somebody swung at them and then that's why they're swinging back, which is BS. Because like I said, I had the story of a light-skinned woman and a white Latina who was talking ish about childhood, and the names, the derogatory names that they call the black kids was crazy. It is a common thing for them to think that somebody doesn't like them because they're pretty, and they think that their light skin and proximity to colorlessness, which is not very close, gives them some type of leg up over brown and dark skinned women. And then showed this picture of Chanel and Dior. I'm starting to question if she's really living this life or is she BSing. Show my love. Okay, so I wanted to see. I mean, if she was doing it big, don't they say that usually, when you go to a high-end restaurant, they don't have the prices? Anyway, whatever. Are those prices $400, $300, $100 for? Listen, if you want to waste your money, if you want to, which, hey, if you want to go out to a high-end restaurant and go for the experience for a birthday, special occasion, anniversary, Mother's Day, whatever it is that you want to do, perfectly fine. But if you want to keep giving people your money, do you? Okay, because sometimes, this is from Michelin star chefs, it's not worth the price. Sometimes it's just not worth it, but whatever. I guess this is supposed to be a flex.
Lower your value part two. Profanity. You don't have to curse and act like a fool to get your point across. If you guys haven't noticed, I haven't said one curse word on my page. I don't curse because I can trigger you and I can make you mad talking just like this. When you use profanity, it lowers your value, not the other person.
And she a goddamn lie. She's bullshitting to say that she doesn't curse. Listen, now I know what people are talking about when people are being fake on the internet and trying to sell you a dream and trying to sell you some image, because this is bullshit. To sit up there and pretend like she doesn't cuss or she's never cussed. You don't have a extended vocabulary because you use cuss words. Are you serious at this point? She can't trigger anyone. She can only trigger people by saying some colorist, anti-black stuff. That's basically it. And there's a colorless hoe in here talking about so tired of bunnets in public. And I'm tired of seeing y'all leaned over in the street high as fuck in front of me. That's what I'm tired of. I'm tired of you with that fluorescent skin sitting up there begging on the side of the road. That's what I'm tired of.
A 3-year-old knows that. If she hears someone curse on TV, she'll say, Mommy, change that. No, they saying bad words. How does a 3-year-old have more class than a lot of you? Starting sentences with BITCH, HOE, FUCK, SHIT, it just makes you look crazy.
Okay, people usually get together with their friends and they communicate like that, but every sentence start with a cuss word. That means somebody has gotten pissed off and they're going off. This is not like I'm trying to think of, have I heard somebody who was not angry and mad that something happened say that? No. This is painful to watch.
And then you guys come on here in your bonnets going ballistic and you think you're bothering the other person. But in reality, people who have sense are just sitting there looking at how ignorant you sound. And then you wonder why men call you angry. And then the thing that really sickens me is how you guys pass that along to your children. You have babies and toddlers on the internet singing the lyrics to songs that they shouldn't even know. That is a major generational curse, and it's a very nasty one.
And now I see what happened. Listen, you have to be very careful with the stuff that you do, because no matter what, you're going to reap what you sow. Chickens are going to come back home to roost, and you're going to get that karma. You're going to get that work. So whatever you put out, you're going to get 10 times back.
A glow up tip that I feel like is not talked about enough is changing your mannerisms.
Say that one more time.
Manorisms. Manorisms.
Okay, so manorisms. I never knew it's spelled on the screen without a U, and that sounds ghetto to me. Mannerisms, huh? Like I said, you can hear the ghetto in the back of the neck, the throat area back. Yeah. Mannerisms. And women are in here watching her. Mannerisms, okay.
Oh, at this location, I read a lot about racist employees, but they didn't treat us like that at all. I don't know if it's because I walked in with a lot of Van Cleef on, we're already customers, but they were so sweet and helpful and nice. I just didn't get that vibe at all. So after we left there, my husband was like, I got another surprise.
So basically, when she went to the little store, that she didn't experience the racism that other people experience. Oh, I wonder why. I wonder why she wouldn't, because if you look at her, you would swear that she's biracial or whatever, mixed or whatever. But she's trying to invalidate people who have walked into that store. That is insane when Oprah said she experienced it. That's crazy because she wasn't glammed up, she wasn't Oprahfied, and she wanted to see the purse, and they were acting like she couldn't afford it. Dumb. I know that was one of the dumbest decisions that silly ass store ever made, but she's trying to invalidate other people's experience. Black people. Something I'm not afraid to admit as a black girl. One, being rude and then saying sis is so passive aggressive and weird. Two, I can't stand girls who casually curse and call yourself bees is so ghetto even in the song. I just want to know, where is she at? Who is she around? Who is she with? Because she's always around hood ghetto girls. She's listening to Meg the Stallion, which she doesn't have to. She's listening to Cardi B. She's listening to Sexy Red, even though she doesn't have to listen to that. But she's banging it in the car. Three, I just want to know where she is to be all around this ghetto-ness, because I thought she was living the high life, living it up. I thought she was in an affluent neighborhood and her husband was taking good care of her, showing her the soft life, for her to be around all these ghetto chicks. It's always women and not the guys either. But three, fighting will never be cute or something to brag about. You look like animals. Zeus Network. Okay, so now she's gone full blown Rocket Raccoon, and she's calling black people animals, even though there were shows on VH1 and MTV where they were staying in houses, they were fighting and carrying on. There was a show about single mothers featuring mostly teen moms, which was mostly about Caucasian girls who were teen moms. And then you had the Housewives of Orange County and Jersey and everywhere else that were fighting as well. But I'm sure she wouldn't call them animals, even though they were walking around with the same jewelry that she had on, right? If we are to believe it's real. So basically, I don't know if this is supposed to be a taunt or whatever it is, talking about how it feels when all you do is travel and blow his money. Like I said, this is sounding like a pay relationship. Wasting my early 20s going to college to be a anesthesiologist and paid 70K just to become a dancer and marry rich older man. Okay, there we go. Rich older man who buys me properties and pays for everything. So basically, I don't know anything about if she graduated college, if she really was an anesthesiologist and was paid 70K. I don't know anything about dancing or anything, but it looks like she's sugaring. And she found herself a sugar daddy. Good for her that she can get money out of. And she says he's older. He's definitely not her age. So she couldn't bag one of those wealthy men that's her age and take him out of the bachelor life and lock him down, since she feels like she's all of that. But she's a sugar baby. Groundbreaking. That's about what? 3 steps away from prostitution.
Once you realize that jealousy makes people delusional and a hater is going to hate regardless, the less you feel the need to explain yourself. They don't care about the truth, and everything that you prove, it will just be another rebuttal. For example, I saw this one girl post this Birkin bag that she was very proud of that she got from Fashion File. Take note, the bag did not look fake. If you know real luxury and you buy real luxury, you can tell the difference. All her comments were, oh, it's fake, you're trying to flex with that fake bag, just hating on the girl. She had to literally upload the receipt from Fashion File, and I think she paid like 9, 10 grand. I don't know. This was a long time ago, so I don't remember the exact amount.
But then, you know what the haters said then? Oh, you had to buy a used bag. You couldn't get a new one. Take note, majority of these people saying that can't even afford a $9,000 bag. And if she would have uploaded a new bag, you know what they would have said then? Oh, you're probably tricking to get that. You probably got a sugar daddy. I bet you a man brought you that. It's always going to be something. It's completely pointless to go back and forth arguing with haters. They're delusional. They just need something to say about you. They just need something to confirm why they're jealous of you or why they're hating on you, even if they have to make it up. I hear some of the most ridiculous rumors about me, and it's like, it doesn't even make sense, but they don't care that it makes sense. They just need something to say. Once you finally start to realize that, you're going to be like, okay, you got it.
If you present something to the public in the form of a video or social media, people are going to scrutinize that video because you posted it to a public forum so people could comment, and then you want to get mad when people start throwing these things that you see as negativity, which is not really negativity. It's just, it was a questioning if something was real or not. You put it out there. Why are you mad? If you don't want that type of energy, don't post stuff to social media if you have thin skin. And somebody in the comments were saying, do you wear Tiffany jewelry in all your videos? Which I don't know how that's a flex when Tiffany and Company is a slavery company that they custom made these chokers for slaves, for the slaves. Yeah, I did a video on it. The article is out there. Yes, they were involved in the slave trade, and including the diamonds that they stole. And if you want to set up here and glorify all of these companies like Versace, Dior, I mean, do you? If you want to take all the money that you earn or somebody or your partner is earning and you want to throw it out there talking about the finer things, and just because it's made by these companies does not mean that it's made handmade and pristine and it's just made to last. That's not reality. Okay, they use the same sweatshops as the other stores. A lot of these companies that's been around for a very long time, they have a lot of negativity and low vibrational energy behind them, seeing how they were involved in slavery. If it makes you feel good that you are buying something from a company that don't like your black ass, hey, do you? Here she says, unspoken soft life rule for women: never befriend women unless they have as much as you or more, or you only ask to attract negativity and jealousy. Okay, just because someone makes less money than you doesn't mean they're going to be negative and jealous. And it says a lot about her character. Yeah, it just says a lot about her personality and what she thinks, because it seems like constantly she thinks somebody's after her, probably after her sugar daddy, probably after her life, trying to knock her off her pedestal. And she goes after black women. And I don't know who her husband used to date, if it's women who look like her or was darker than her, but I can tell she has a problem with black women specifically and calling them ghetto, which makes me wonder if what she's describing, like I said, she's ghetto to me, but what she's describing is maybe a woman that he dealt with, or a woman who dealt with someone she was with in the past. It makes me wonder where that's coming from. And then she said, don't hang in low vibrational places and keep people not on your level away from you. Surround yourself with people who are positive and have elegance. There's no elegance about what she's saying about people and how she's judging people. There's nothing positive and high vibrational, which I'm tired of hearing: vibrational, low vibrational, high vibrational. The shit is getting on my nerves, but there's nothing high energy about what she's saying about people and how she's prejudging people and don't know them. You have to take people one person at a time. Just because they live a certain place, talk a certain way, you have to look at the character of that person to even know them, just like you would vet a partner. You could be thinking all types of things about a person and you're making stuff up in your head about that person, but when you actually get to know that person, they could be really cool, and it's just you and that weird ass voice in the back of your head. Or you feel like that you have to keep up whatever appearances or do whatever to keep this soft life, and you're afraid that some of those ghetto girls could give you a run for your money and take your man. That sounds about where it is with her. Now, I noticed she keeps showing these and repurposing these same videos of going to the store, getting the necklace. I would think that somebody who's living the soft life would have much more footage of what they've been doing, even pictures and stuff saved up, so you wouldn't have to keep repurposing the same videos. this is what she said. Cheers to not being a black single mom, and I not having. Oh, I thought I was reading it wrong this whole time, but let's read it how it's written. Cheers to not being a black single mom and I not having to marry out my race to find a soft life. Yeah, she fucked that up. But I not having to marry out my race to find. Let me see if I can fix this. Cheers to not being a single black mom and not having to marry out my race to find a soft life. She's in people's business she shouldn't be in. Basically, she's trying to taunt black women by saying, "Oh, I'm not a single mother," because she threw black in there, and then saying that she could marry a black man and have this black love, even though she's sugaring. So yeah, she's trying to taunt black women. This is weak work, is what it is. Her taunting game is not good at all. And then you have, I don't know who this is, but they definitely don't have this picture. And it's a lot of light-skinned women in here talking about, you won, girl, you're the winner of what? What, he could drop her at any time if he felt like it and replace her. Talking about this is my type of humor. There are a lot of anti-black women who are black. Okay, so basically this is the last video because I've went through whatever is posted up there, but then I'm going to take a look at some other videos, which is interesting because they're calling her a fraud right now. And you know, with the whole Portia situation, you never know how people are living, how people are getting money, if people are scamming, if people are telling you the truth, if they're actually living this reality, if this is something that they do on a daily or a weekly, and they're selling you this bullshit ass dream. And it's easy to sell right now because people are having it so hard with this greedflation. It's not inflation, it's greedflation, where these corporations are just price gouging. And basically, she has herself a sugar daddy here that's taking care of her, I guess.
So I went to my husband yesterday and I was like, I think I'm going to do a story time. And he's like, a story time for what? Take note, he's so oblivious to all of this. When you're in your 50s, you're thinking about retirement. You don't care about TikTok. He has houses that still need to be fixed. He has a commercial property he's trying to buy. He has a shelter he's trying to take over. He has real grown man business stuff going on right now. He didn't know any of this was going on. So I fill him in and he's like, wow, all that off of your opinion in a video? And I was like, yeah. So he laughed and he was like, why do you feel the need to explain yourself or do a story time? And I was like, well, because they found out about what I did in 2018 that caused you to go to jail. And he's like, I don't care. I forgot all about that. I don't even know them. And I'm like, yeah, but I want to take accountability for that. So he's like, well, if, you know, it's your social media page. If you want to tell them, you can tell them. If you don't, you don't. You can leave it as is. I don't care what they think about me. So that's what it is. My husband never put his hands on me. I was very childish back then. And we got into an argument. I lied and told them that he did. I also called his mother's house, ordered like 50 pizzas, mass spammed her. I did all type of crazy stuff back then. And he forgave me for it. It's been years. We moved on, never had another problem, never had another issue. And then recently, last month, I decided to go to the casino with my girls, have a couple of drinks. I came back home like 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I woke him up out of his sleep and told him to go fix me some beef bacon and some egg. Him being tired did not want to get up right away, and that ticked me off. I'm intoxicated, so I'm not thinking about how he feels. I'm only thinking about why you won't get up and go fix me something to eat. So yeah, I start this huge argument with him over him not cooking me beef, bacon, and eggs. Yeah, silly, I know, but whatever. Long story short, someone calls the police. I go to jail. He bails me right out, and we're back loved up the same day. A man will never touch me. Let's just make that clear. And in conclusion, none of these situations make me ghetto. Ghetto is a personality trait. You have politicians who go to jail for domestic violence, DUIs, and whatever else. And then they go back to the office and they do their job. And then act like nothing even happened. Problems happen. Stuff happens. That's life. I don't believe in evil eye. I don't believe in voodoo. I am responsible for all of my actions. If I would have just stayed home and not went out and got drunk with my friends and stayed home with my family, none of that would ever happen. Am I spoiled? Am I bossy? Am I dominant?
Yeah. But am I ghetto? No. So yeah, that's my story. Let's continue with the soft life content, put all this behind us, and keep moving. Oh, and I'm not going to stop sharing my opinion. Y'all are not going to bully me to stop me from talking. That's never going to happen. So if you want to keep recycling the same old mugshots, you can keep doing that. I don't care.
Well, well, well. So the woman who is not ratchet, the woman who is not ghetto, the woman who does not cause problems, the woman who is living the soft life because she's a soft wife, the woman who is out here trying to teach you not to be ghetto. She ended up getting arrested. Don't ghetto people involve themselves in criminal acts? Why would a soft, feminine, woman who has elegance and grace, and she's high vibrational, not low vibrational, and she doesn't call herself these horrible names, and she's all about femininity and elegance and tact and class and all of that, and she's buying $300 cuts of Wagyu beef and having mimosas in the morning and having $700 facials and getting Tiffany jewelry, and she's on cloud nine with the most amazing man of her dreams, that is the Archangel Michael. Be arrested. This is insane. This is crazy. You can't believe shit on social media. People are willing to sell you a dream. Now, let's say this person likes things that are luxury items, right? And they talk about them, they may get some of them. That's not a problem to look at certain things and say, this is nice, right? Not a problem. But when you start talking shit about black women and you start talking about ghetto, and then now she wants to redefine ghetto. Now she's acting like those racist Republicans who are trying to redefine the word woke. Now we're finna redefine ghetto is a daily attitude that you have day in, day out, 24/7. No, it's not coming up. You're not ghetto and ratchet and reckless and classless and tasteless when you come in and you're drunk off your ass, which you're putting yourself in danger, which is not feminine behavior, and you're coming in there with a whole attitude, working your neck, popping your lips, saying you need to get up and you need to fix me some breakfast and do it now, and I want you to do this. That's not ratchet ghetto hood like behavior. And you have all these people who are her fans who wish they had her light skin or wish they had this fake ass life she's talking about, who are just saying, oh, how could people dig into her past? How could, when they sitting up here talking about people who don't have a certain amount of money, talking about how, how are they living, or these people are living in tents and living in storage units and all of this stuff. They were laughing it up and kikiing in the comment section of TikTok, laughing at people because they don't have the type of money that maybe they have, or they're pretending they have. But yet, oh, these people are mentally ill. Oh, these people are digging up in people's past is creepy. Oh, these people shouldn't be doing this. They're just haters. Nobody is. How many times are you going to use that people are haters before you take accountability for your bullshit? Because you sure didn't come out with a video saying this, and this happened just to, you didn't even say that, this was a bad moment, this was a ghetto moment, and I self-corrected this way. No, you tried to hide that shit until somebody dug into your past, and you should know, coming on TikTok, they are going to get every little bit of information about you, and they will drag you by your hair. They will drag you. How she didn't see it coming is beyond me. But then she's going to come on here with this video talking about, oh, it's not ghetto behavior to do that. I called the police on him saying that he hit me and it wasn't real. Okay, according to some of the red pill guys, you're a 304. You call the police on him. This is a black man. You could have got him shot and killed by the police. Lying if you did that. You're a 304. He should get rid of you for his own protection. Sounds ghetto to me. Sounds uncouth to me, sounds classless to me. Or did he actually put his hands on you and you're lying about this soft life? Why did he go to jail? Because if you're crying or whatever, he could have just put you out, or he could have got his things and left. But were there bruises? Is that why they went ahead and was your face red? Because if you're this light-skinned, did they see the handprint across your face? Or on your arm? Or around your neck? So many questions. But see, this is what you get when you decide to talk about other women. This gives credence to when I said I think that a woman that she thinks is ghetto or darker than her, and she thinks she's better than this girl if he's not messing around with her, or if he doesn't have other sugar babies that he's taking care of, that fits this mold of ghetto to her. Black women. Which is why she's on here going so hard, which makes these brown skin and dark skinned women who's following her, it makes me sick to my stomach with a low self-esteem. Because if you could sit up here and hear what this bitch says about black women and how she's going after black women, and because they want to disassociate themselves from that image, how do you know any woman that she's ever had an encounter with is ghetto? Maybe they didn't like her attitude. Maybe she had a stank attitude. Maybe she was looking at them wrong. How do you know she's the innocent party out of all of this? How can you be the innocent party out of every fucking encounter you have? And how in the world are you having all of these encounters when you do not engage with these people or go in those areas or even live there? Something is off. And for these women with melanated skin to be in here kissing this bitch ass, it screams mental illness for them to believe just because she puts it up there. Now everybody has exposed her business. She's talking about baby mama. There's even information out there about her being a baby mama. I would say black women do better, but I don't fucking think we do want to do better. It's just, this is a shit show. It's a clown show.
And here I was thinking I was the most ghettoest bitch because I be on TikTok cursing in my bonnet, got 2 baby daddies, I ain't never been married. I'm just, the type of bitch that bitches clutch their pearls around when they get around. And the whole time the fucking messenger got a fucking mugshot from last month. Used to be a stripper. Left her 2 motherfucking kids to go start a whole new life with a man and made some more kids and she don't even claim the one she got. Bitch, it really don't get no more ghetto than that. I'm scared of you, bitch. You want to sit up here telling bitches how to live a soft life when you live in a hard fucking life. Not only do you have one mugshot, but bitch, you got several. You got several mugshots. I don't give a fuck how fucking ghetto it may seem that I am. But bitch, I ain't never been to jail. I ain't never wore that orange jumpsuit. I ain't never been convicted of a damn thing. Okay? Bitch, if anything, I'm scared of you. It don't get no more ghetto than no storyline like that, bitch. So, before you get to calling the fucking kettle black, make sure you understand the truth of motherfucking pothole.
I have a question. Now, I've asked some of the black people this question. Are you oppressed in the United States of America?
No, I think that is just so stupid. I really do. Like, come on, it's 2020. Anybody can get it. Anybody can do whatever they want to do. I just feel like when I hear people say that, it's like I don't even have time for the ignorance. I really don't.
Right. So you're a successful black woman in America.
Mm-hmm.
Tell everybody a little bit about what you do.
Well, I'm a real estate investor. Me and my husband, we go out and we, find condos and homes and we remodel them and then resell them. And I also trade. I'm a real Forex trader, not one of those join me site type people.
Mm-hmm.
And me and my husband, we also own a trucking company.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And at any point, did you feel like you were being held back by white supremacy?
No, I don't see that whole race thing. I don't the way how it is.
He has become a multi-millionaire